Do you love hiking with your dog and are eager to take great photos of your adventures? Then let's go! Chances are good you don't know me yet, so hi, I'm Sarah, a professional Swiss dog photographer. I take dogs and their people hiking and I document their adventures in the Alps. So I want to invite you to come along on my hikes with my dogs and watch my hiking vlogs to learn adventure dog photography the casual way. I will show you where and when I take my photos on a hike, what to look for in a landscape and how to find the best spots, and of course how to pose your dog, and really how to get the best possible shot in any circumstance. This is the summit we're going for today. It's called Siedelhorn and it's located in the Bernese Oberland in the Swiss Alps. We're going to take a little detour around the summit for the best photography spots. Shortly after starting the hike, I discovered this massive rock, which I figured we could walk on and I could use as a leading line for some photographs, as I really love the blue soft tones in the background and this valley view with the surrounding mountains. After I got my shots, I also wanted to film us hiking up this rock. So I was running back and forth a couple times, climbing up and down the rocks to reposition the camera on the tripod and myself, and it was quite a workout. Even though it was very windy on this rock, we decided to take a nice long break and just enjoy the stunning view. After our break, we hiked on and crossed quite a lot of snow fields from last winter. Even though it is already summer, in higher altitudes of the Alps there is still snow, and my dogs love it. They love to roll around in the snow and cool down from the hike. I think it is the best part of hiking in this area for my dogs. Almost at the top, let's go! And of course, after we reached the pass where you could either go down on the other side or go up to the summit, the clouds started to move in. This is the peak that we want to ascend. We'll see, the clouds are coming in. I'm hoping for a beautiful sunset, but you never know. When we finally arrived on the summit, the clouds were still moving in and out, like the mountains were playing hide and seek with us. I've been on this summit before, so I knew which rocks I wanted my dogs to pose on for some images, and this one looks like a little mini Trolltunga from Norway to me, and I got Björn to stand on top of it, but as you can probably tell from the video, he's not entirely comfortable up there, tucking his tail in and glancing at me. But I can assure you, it was not dangerous at all. It looks like there's a big drop below him, but that's just because I chose my camera angle like that. This is sort of the image I had in mind taking, but it's not perfect. Let me tell you why. Firstly, Björn is in the center of the image, which I rarely like in landscape images. I usually prefer the subject to be on 1/3 of the image, having a lots of space in direction of where they're looking at. So I wanted in this image to have more of the valley below. But it was not possible for me to move into the correct position because of the rocks and me having to climb a little bit to get the shots, and because I couldn't get higher with my camera than that. Even though the composition is not perfect, I love the image because Björn is giving his very best to please me and stand on this rock, even though it was very windy and he was already tired from the hike up. This is the second rock I picked out for the images, and I didn't have a lot of time because the dogs were tired, but I really liked the shapes of the rocks and actually chose to put Björn right in the center of the images this time on purpose, because he stands out more from the landscape and the image is really focused on him waving at me, versus the other version on the right where there's more, the landscape is more important than Björn himself. And then Lana stepped in because Björn got tired and actually the sun broke through the clouds and gave this really nice warm touch to the images. And this is actually the image I ended up liking the most of all the images because of the composition. The rock formation looks awesome and Lana looking down curiously. And lastly, I posed Lana quite far away from me, and she's actually able to do that and hold her position. And I really love this image from above because you can now see the surrounding views and us, or Lana, being really tiny in this big landscape. Let me know which photo you like best in the comments. And let's discuss whether to put the dog in the middle of the image in a landscape photography style photo, or if it is a no-go. I'm really curious to hear your views on this subject. Time for us to hike back down as it is getting dark, and time for me to thank you so much for watching my first ever vlog. Thank you so much, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful time in the mountains with your dog or your dogs. Bye bye.